Hi guys, and happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Beautiful Saturday here. Well, at least it didn't rain. And it was about 75 degrees and we had the first barbecue of the season. That makes me very, very happy. So everything looked really beautiful outside, and I did some sausage and peppers. I did some of these weird 50s cocktail meatballs as an appetizer, and we had macaroni salad, potato salad. Kept it simple because I did not know if it was going to rain again or not, because it rains all the time. In fact, it rained like crazy through the night with thunder and everything. So the weather is really crazy here in the Northeast, and you can never tell. But we did have a beautiful barbecue, so I was very, very happy. I had some very fun thrifting this week. I found a lot of good stuff. I found some yard stuff. I found some records. I found some CDs. Very, very fun. I think I'm missing, I'm missing something, which I will go get in a minute. But first of all, I'll show you the stuff that I got outside. And the first thing was this beautiful, beautiful butterfly, and he's on the shed right here. That was a really, really cute thing to find. I also found a little strand of chili peppers, cute little strand of chili peppers, which I hung right here. What else did I find for outside? Oh, I found this little trivet that has a really, really sweet saying, and I have another one of these also with a different saying, but I really like this one. Here it is. And I think that was it for outside, with the exception of this amazing, amazing table that I found this morning. I stopped in the thrift this morning before I started cooking, and I said, you know, I was just there last night, I probably won't find anything. But before I even got to the doors, this thing was in the foyer, and I saw it, and I said, that is a Tink table. And here it is right here. All right, so last weekend, let me think about this. And I bought, oh yeah, okay. Last Sunday, we went to the Goodwill up in New York State, Route 59, and I found this beautiful Tabasco advertising salsa dish. And it has a little spoon, perfect little spoon, and to serve your salsa. It says salsa on the side, but it has the Tabasco advertising on two sides, and I really, you know me and advertising pieces, this was so cool. Look at that. I loved it. Loved it. I also found this little Child of Prague, very old Child of Prague statue. You know, I love these kind of things, and this is a beautiful one. It looks like a dashboard one, but there is no magnet on the bottom, so I'm not sure. I just love him. Love him. Beautiful piece. Put him right here in the window. I want to make sure I don't forget anything, because there were so many cool things. Okay, you know, the other day when I was in the thrift, Lady Stardust by Bowie was playing over the sound system, and I was like, wow, when Lady Stardust becomes canned music, that's pretty remarkable. I was like never do I think, that is one of my favorite Bowie songs. It's a beautiful Bowie song, Lady Stardust. Very bizarre song, and I can't imagine it playing in a thrift store. So that blew me away. That quite blew me away. And other than that, there was like your usual top 40 hits playing. It was like so weird that that song came on. And of course I can't help but sing it, you know, because I love it. But that was weird. I thought that was very, very interesting. Alright, I found 2 CDs. I found Marianne Faithfull, 20th Century Blues. The great Marianne Faithfull, 20th Century Blues. She is amazing, and this is, of course, like I was talking about her with that, when she was very young in the 60s, As Tears Go By, and that LP that I got from Craig the Record King. Well, this is, with the raspy voice, the older Marianne Faithfull, the post-junkie Marianne Faithfull, and this is very, very beautiful. Something you would never find in the thrift, I tell you. And I got an Ottmar Liebert Nouveau Flamenco. Ottmar is one of my favorites. It's just one of my very favorites. Beautiful stuff here. Very interesting. Do you know that there was a CD there that was called Wild Surf? And it had a very lowbrow art cover, and it was just so promising. And I opened it up, and inside was Black Sabbath's Sabotage. So I was like, oh my god, the CD isn't here. I was so upset, because Wild Surf, I mean, does that sound amazing or what, right? And when do you find surf records in the thrift? Surf anything, you know? So I was pretty sad. I even looked through, you know, sometimes when a CD is free, you know, just like out of its case, like in between, I looked through them, nothing at all. It wasn't there. Alright, I found some amazing records in the thrift. I found Station to Station. Of course I have it, Bowie, Station to Station, one of my favorites. This is from the Berlin Trilogy. My favorite, gosh, I have so many favorite eras of Bowie, but the Berlin Trio is probably the most creative and amazing time for Bowie, and I just love it. Now, I have this, but the record was so mint, so clean. I don't know if you're even going to be able to see this, but look at that record. Can you see? Did it show? Look at that. Oh my god. I got my copy of Station to Station on eBay, and I doubt that it's as mint as that. Looks like no one ever touched this record. So if they played it once, it was a lot. Look at that. I was so excited. I was not leaving it there. And it even has the proper inner sleeve and everything, you know. Try to get it out, see? So that was an amazing find. I also found this beautiful brand new Scintillation, Music for the Harp by Carlos Salzada. I love harp. I love Vollenweider. I love Spanish harp. I love all kinds of harp music, and this looks really beautiful. The music of Carlos Salzada. He lived from 1885 to 1961, and then it looks like Heidi Leewalder is playing his music. But isn't that a beautiful thing? I was really happy with that. I found Young Americans. What? I mean, I have just about every Bowie album, but I don't have Young Americans because it was his more commercial era, and I wasn't really into that. But again, look at that. I mean, look at that record. I hope it shows on film because it is amazingly perfect. And, you know, I am becoming pretty much of a completist when it comes to Bowie, so I figured, all right, commercial or not, I need to have Young Americans, and there it was. And I was very happy about that. Then I found Zofo, Zeppelin 4, again. First of all, you rarely find Zeppelin in the thrift, okay? This is one of my favorites. I love Zeppelin. 1, 2, 3, 4, Houses of the Holy, amazing records. Physical Graffiti, just amazing artists. And I was a huge Zeppelin fan back in the day, in the 70s. And I have an original Zofo, of course. And this one was so, look at this. Look at that record. It's like what a record looked like when I bought mine 40 years ago, 35 years ago. Just amazing. Look at that. Or whenever the 70s were. But look at that record. Every time I've ever seen a Zeppelin record in the thrift, it has been completely trashed. And that's why collectors pass it by. But this is perfect. It has the original inner sleeve. See? The sleeve is perfect with the exception of a little bit of a ding over here, a little scrape over here. But everything about this record was perfect. Any music store would grab this record. You'd probably sell it for $30. I mean, the vinyl is so mint. I cannot pass that by for vinyl that clean. When do you see that in the thrift? Almost never, unless the record's sealed, and that's a pretty rare occurrence also. Then I found a sealed, totally sealed, brand new Scrabble game. Original Scrabble, wooden tiles, not plastic tiles. It's just awesome. Very, very cool find. $4.99 for that. My favorite thing of all was this amazing tape. Oh, I think I told you about it already. I did. I told you about it already. Because just when I walked in the door. But I'm telling you, that was a Tink table. And the red gems hanging all around it. It was just so beautiful. I just loved it so much. And then I put that moonshine jug on top of it. And I said, because you know, when I bring something home for the Atomic Universe, I put it in like 3, 4, 5 different places until I find the right place for it. Well, when I bought the table, I knew exactly where it was going to go, but I didn't know if I wanted anything to go on it or if I wanted it there next to the grill to put stuff on, like if I needed a place to put something down. Well, I picked the jug up and I put it on the table and I was like, that's it. There it is. It looks amazing. So I was really happy about that. Last Sunday also, my mother gave me her vintage, her 50-year-old bird bath. Because we went to Christmas tree shop last week and I said, I'm looking for a bird bath. And she said, well, just take mine. Take my old bird bath. And if she said, if you can lift it, you can have it, you know. And it's all cement. It's really heavy. But we got this push thing, we got this wheel push cart thing, and we put the thing on it and we wheeled it to the car. It was fine. And I ordered this fountain, this solar fountain for the center, so that the water will always move. Well, if the solar panel, you know, gets sun, the water will always move and I'll never have to worry about mosquitoes and things like that. So the bird bath is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And I think the pump, the fountain pump will be here on Wednesday. So I'm really excited to put that together and see how it works. But I'll show you the bird bath right here. Isn't that great? I love it. And normally, Like, I didn't put any water in it because I didn't want the birds to get used to it before I put the pump in, and then maybe get scared. I want them to be used to it with the pump. But then it rained so hard last night that the bird bath filled up. So, whatever. But it's going to be a perfect addition, and I think with the pump it's going to be beautiful. So this morning early, I was weeding the garden. I was cutting down some of the leftover greens that were falling over from the crocuses and things like that. Getting those to look neat again. The daffodils, the greens from the daffodils are still standing up, so I didn't cut those down yet. And but the yard really looks good. I mean, it's so filled in back there. You know, I can barely see. And today, they were not working on the house. I think it's to the point of, like, they need an inspection. They're waiting for an inspection, because normally they would be working every Saturday. And today there were nobody working there. So we were like, this is really cool because we're having a barbecue. And we didn't particularly want to hear air guns all day long, if you know what I mean. So, all right, there is one more thing I got that's really, 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 really cool. And I'm going to go get it real quick because I forgot to bring it out. All right, so I found another pair of wooden shoes. But these are so beautiful because they're just, they're authentic. They're made in Holland, it says. And they're like a little bit less shiny than the average Dutch shoe. And they have these beautiful windmills on them. They're gorgeous and they fit, and I love them. And these always remind, and they have these, my wooden shoes. I say I'm channeling Basquiat. You saw the movie Basquiat. He was wearing wooden shoes in some of those final scenes where he's walking around in his pajamas. Just awesome. So those were a very, very fun find. And I think that is everything. Those records were remarkable. The condition of those records was remarkable. And there was a lot of other records of that era in the bins this time. You know, like there's a bunch of Kiss. There was, you know, Kiss Destroyer. There was Small Faces, and Rod Stewart and Small Faces Live. These are all things that I have, and I don't really need an upgrade because I don't really listen to them. But the Bowies, oh, are you kidding me? The Zeppelin 4, absolutely, absolutely. To see it that clean, wow. Even my own copy, which all of my records from my original collection, when I was like 15, 16, 17, I kept everything perfect. But this was like new. Like just picked from the bin back in the day when it was brand new. So I always love that. I love virgin vinyl. So, I got this little guy last week in Christmas tree shops. He is a tiki citronella candle. Look at that, he's so beautiful. I think he was $2.99. Beautiful thing. Look at that. Citronella candles are usually just ugly, typical, you know. This guy's a little tiki. So when the citronella candle burns down, I still have my tiki. And I love it. Love him. I don't remember. Oh, what else did we do last weekend? Alright, the thrift Christmas tree, of course. I can't even remember what else I got in Christmas tree. Oh, I got another grill pan. Another one of those grill pans that I love to use, and I used it today to make the peppers and onions. And remember the hole that was in the bottom of my grill, my ash pan? Well, this is the first time I've opened and cleaned the grill for the year, for the season, and the hole is so much bigger. So what I did was take an old cookie sheet and covered it with foil and put it over the ash pan, and I put the charcoal in there. So that's one way, I guess, to keep it going for another season. Until I can find an ash pan for that thing. I really, really need one. And I know they sell these parts. I just can't find that particular one. I do, of course, have my Kamado, my Commander. But I didn't have lump charcoal. I only had matchlight, so I couldn't use that today. Otherwise, you know, that's my alternative. I can always use that if I can't find the ash pan for this thing. But so far, I think the old cookie sheet will work. I think it worked out. I think it was fine. So I guess that's about it. I'm wearing my Sideshow Tink tank top. I love mine. If you want one, I'll put the links below. T-shirts and tank tops. Show your support. I love you all for it. Comment, subscribe, spread the love. Have a magical, mystical, musical weekend. I love you all. I'll be back with you very, very soon.